Hey, good morning. Tim Squires here, coming at you from poolside. It's a little bit too chilly to be in the pool today, but I'm coming up here because I really love to come in this little place. It's quiet. The only thing I'm hearing is the jets in the pool and some birds in the background. It's a little bit of an overcast day today, not any sunshine, but it's not bad. It's a nice day. It's been pretty quiet. So I wanted to talk to you for a few minutes about something that's been on my mind. I was uh, looking at some stuff this morning, some um, personal development and self-improvement stuff, and I came across a quote by a man named Jim Allen. And the quote goes something like this: "People are anxious to improve their circumstances, but they're unwilling to improve themselves. That's why they remain bound." Um, and it's by a man named James Allen. So my thought is, I'm thinking here lately about the subject of how to be the best me, how to be the best me. And I wanted to get you to think about how you can be the best you that's possible. And taking from that thought from Jim Allen about how people are anxious to improve their circumstances, but they're unwilling to improve themselves. And that is a particular thing. It's almost like, the definition of insanity. You know, it's doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. And that's the way it is with us. We expect to improve ourselves and improve the circumstances around us, but we don't want to work on ourselves. And you got to do that. You have to work on improving yourself and to get your circumstances to change around you. So I was thinking about this, and I thought I'd come up with a couple of things to share with you. And one of the things is I found a quote by Jim Rohn that says this: "You are the average of the 5 people that you spend time with." You are the average of the 5 closest people that you spend time with. So if you want to know what you're like, look at your 5 best interactions during the day. Um, so here's some questions I wanted to ask you. Who do you hang with? Who are you spending your time with? Are they people who are where you want to be? Think about it. Are they people? I mean, you may go to a job and you're shoulder to shoulder with people who, they're dull and boring or depressing, wrapped up in their own problems. Um, just, they got their own things going and they kind of spread their doom and gloom. And when you work with people like that, there's nothing you can do, too much that you can do about that. But in your spare time, you don't have to hang with people who are doomers and gloomers and ne'er-do-wells, people who are just existing for the sake of existing. There's a way to change that. A couple of the other questions is, what do you watch on TV? It's crazy. I don't watch much TV, but sometimes where I work at the shop, we have a TV rolling, and man, there's one channel that we got stuck on a channel because we couldn't find a remote. And so they played hours and hours of these detective movies, right? And it's like somebody gets killed every hour. There's all kinds of disasters and bad things that happen hour after hour after hour, and just tell, hey, turn the darn thing off. I gotta have some relief from all this depression, people getting killed. I mean, they don't. And this is my thought, okay? And this is my thought about TV and movies in general. And this is a general thought about it. But if it sucks in real life, why watch it? If it's something that's gonna suck in real life, why watch it? Why repeat it? Even if it was a true thing that happened, if it's a true story, a movie about a true happening, if it was awful to begin with, why do we have to keep pumping that crap into our brains? Give us a break. Another question, the third question is, what do you listen to? Either on the radio, your music, or whatever. Listen to the word. I know I've heard this growing up all the time, I'm just listening to the music. I'm not listening to the words. Bull crap. The words are getting into you. I'm sorry. It's true. If you're listening to crap, you become the crap you listen to. I'm sorry. It's just true. Your friends, the people you're watching on TV, the crap that you listen to. And what about another one? What do you read if you're a reader? Are you reading junk? Are you watching the news and reading newspapers, and you're listening to the depressing? I mean, one of the worst things you could do is listen to one of those 24-hour news channels that has the depressing news, hour after hour after hour of depressing news. I mean, come on. So what do? You have to change your environment. One thing would be, a man once told me this, and it's really thought-provoking. You've got to either change your friends, or you have to change your friends. And you probably aren't going to change their minds. You're not going to change your friends the way they are. So you're going to have to probably get a new crew to hang around. And this is the type of people you should look for, is look for people who are where you want to be. I'll tell you a little story. It happened to me when I was in college. I was one of those guys in college. I'm watching this mosquito flying around. Got him. It's a dead mosquito now. Anyway, in college, I loved to play ping pong on my off time. We had a student center where you could play different kinds of games, foosball, ping pong, or whatever. And one of the things I learned about ping pong was that I would never learn how to play ping pong by playing somebody as good as I was or worse. I couldn't learn anything that way. So I learned quickly to find somebody that beat the crap out of me and play them over and over again. I remember this one fella, he was feeling sorry for me. And he said, man, I'm sorry, I keep beating you. And I told him, I said, look, dude, I'm never going to learn how to play if you beat, if you let go. I want you to play your best. Beat me, because that's how I'm going to learn. And I did pretty good in college. I don't think I could do it. I haven't played in years, but that's how I learned things. I learned foosball the same way. I would play people who were much better than I was and just watch what they did. And this is life, folks. This is life. You learn from people who are doing better than you, even if it makes you look horrible. Hang in there. Those people who are doing better don't mind sharing. They don't mind sharing their time, as long as you're not dragging them down to where you are, and as long as you're looking up to them, as long as you're soaking in from them, asking questions, and you're adjusting and changing your behavior, your thought patterns to theirs, instead of trying to do the other way around. One of the things you don't do when you're around people who are better than you is ask them, why are you doing that? Like you think that they're wasting their time or whatever, doing something great. So change the people you're with, change what you watch on TV, shut the news off, and don't watch crap, the deaths and murders in those kind of shows. The only things I really like to watch on TV are comedy shows. Something gets me to laugh. And there's not a whole lot of real good ones out there anymore, so I watch the oldies, like the Carol Burnett, Tim Conway, and stuff like that. And they're only on for about an hour at night, or yeah, for 30 minutes on at night. So I don't watch much TV because I'm trying to be the best me that's possible to be. So change what you listen to. You know, listen to people. If you're listening to music, there's a lot of crappy music. Listen to words. There's crappy stuff out there. Change it. Change it. Or delete it. One or the other. But listen to good stuff. Stuff that's going to feed you. I like to listen to audiobooks. And which is the last one, what do you read? I like to listen to and read audiobooks of how to be successful, or how to be better me, how to change my thought process, that kind of thing. And that's the only way I'm going to improve me, of who I am, is to improve the things coming in. You know, all of your senses, your eyes, your ears, you know, those kind of things. And the people that are around you, change those for the better. And that's how you become the best you that you possibly can be. You can be better. Every one of us could be. So that's my thought for today. How to be the best you, how to be the best me, is to change change who we hang around, change what we listen to, what we watch, what we read, and probably the biggest one's the first one, who we hang around, and that's how you change your mindset. You've got to change in order to change. Okay? So, if you like what you hear on my videos, I tell you what, there's going to be a link down below, how to connect with me. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, etc. Subscribe to me on YouTube, connect with me on Twitter, connect with me on Facebook. The best one is Facebook because I do a lot of interaction there. And we'll talk to you later. Have a great and awesome day. Bye.